Cycling Without Age Scotland's 2019 Summit Weekend in Falkirk celebrated an extraordinary achievement. In just a little over 2 years, this outstanding organisation has grown from 2 prototype trishaws to 52. Supported by the Scottish Government, it now operates through 25 branches or chapters in every part of Scotland, and more chapters are coming on board all the time. It has already enriched the lives of thousands of people, especially the elderly. Quite simply, Cycling Without Age Scotland lets its passengers once again feel the wind in their hair. This experience is almost too valuable to measure. It's life-enhancing for everyone involved, those enjoying the rides and those delivering them.
It's an absolute privilege and a joy to be spending time with elderly people, and it's quality time in the trishaw because you're there in the zone with them. There's you and there's them, there's their stories, there's learning about their lives, and you feel a deep sense of affection and connection with them when you see that you're giving them so much pleasure, and the pleasure that you're getting back from that is just invaluable.
I love being outdoors in nature, and I feel if I was stuck inside and didn't see other people and couldn't get out, I would hate it. I've even seen us out on a ride and the passenger runs into somebody they haven't seen for years that they grew up with, and instead of cycling we let them chat, and they can have a chat for 20 minutes and then we proceed, and it's all about the social interaction and just the fun and the freedom of being out and enjoying nature and lovely places.
People from care homes, the staff, have come to us and say, "What have you done with Johnny? What have you done with Mary?" They're so different. They want to get involved in things in the home where they used to just sit. And it's because we take them out and about.
What I really like is going out with people and getting a completely different perspective on the places we go, their experiences from back in the day to how they're getting out and about now.
The Summit Weekend brought together members of chapters from all parts of Scotland, as well as representatives of Cycling Without Age's operations around the world, from Ireland to the USA. They gathered to celebrate socially, but above all they gathered to find out more about other chapters, to share their experience and to learn from each other and from experts, so that Cycling Without Age Scotland goes from strength to strength.
What I've really enjoyed about this weekend has been the very detailed sessions, the very practical sessions. A lot of times when we do these kinds of events, it's theoretical, it's conceptual, it's how are we going to plan and grow as an organization. But it's also really important to get hands-on, to understand how batteries work, to understand how to take care of the trishaws, to understand how important it is to move around and to have activity. I'm going to take a lot away from this and share it with other chapters around the world.
I'm a cyclist. I love cycling. And when I heard about Cycling Without Age, I contacted them and I said, "Can you be in Ireland?" And they said, "Yes, let's talk." And we brought one bike, and people started to take note and say, "Could I get involved? How do I get a bike? Could I be a pilot?" And so it just grew from there. And that was 24 months ago, and we now have 27 trishaws. Coming to Cycling Without Age Scotland was really important because I have to brief everybody in Ireland who has a bike, and there's been a very good technical workshop in terms of information giving, and I've learned a lot. This weekend in Scotland has been massively helpful and important for me.
We've had some fantastic talks. I really was interested in finding out more about the mechanics of the trishaws and the batteries, but I think more importantly was meeting people from other chapters, because they've all got a different take on how to do something or different experiences, and we all just learn from each other.
I've enjoyed this weekend because I've got to learn what to do with the trishaws, like how to get the tyre pressure up if it went low, and to speak to other people and see what they're doing in their chapters and other people from different countries, and I feel that it's been the best weekend ever.
It's been absolutely fabulous. There's been a great vibe around the room. Everybody's been really enthusiastic about the whole thing, and I think actually they're going off feeling even more enthusiastic to encourage others to do the same.
The centrepiece of the Summit Weekend was the long ride, 20 kilometres with 20 trishaws. Nothing like this has ever been seen before in the UK. and the journey along the banks of the beautiful River Carron and past some of the most iconic landmarks in the country epitomised what Cycling Without Age is all about.
I would say that it's one of the best days of my life.
And to get out and to be running alongside the water, you know, and people passing and children passing.
A wonderful experience, especially round about the Kelpies. I've never been so close.
Getting to see paths that I know have been opened up, but I've never had the chance to walk along them in because I can't. So I saw areas that I didn't even know existed, basically, but I loved it.
I felt really almost elated because it's a long time since I've had such a lovely long walk.
The future for Cycling Without Age Scotland looks very bright indeed. The organisation is ambitious, and that's underpinned by the extraordinary success it's achieved so far.
We've been charged with trying to expand this to the whole of Scotland by the Scottish Government funding, and really that is the dream, that actually every area within Scotland at the moment, every local authority, but actually within the local authorities as wide and diverse an area as possible, and certainly getting to some of the more remote areas, because that's obviously the difficulty for many people.
What they've done here is just amazing. We look to Scotland for a lot of the policies, we look to Scotland for a lot of the practices, and we look to Scotland for inspiration.
There are opportunities throughout Scotland for more people to get involved, to help run chapters, to open new chapters, and of course, to become Trishaw pilots. The 2019 Summit Weekend has captured the very essence of Cycling Without Age Scotland, whose success is built on passion, commitment, generosity of spirit, and enthusiasm.
Empowering, rewarding, fun.
Engaged in your community again.
Exciting.
Heartwarming.
Happiness, community, and well-being.
Miles of smiles.
Life affirming and life extending.